Hi, welcome to Effortless Empress Elegance Tarot Channel. Here is an all Aries tarot channel where we have timeless readings. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. If you are just joining us, then welcome to our channel and to our community. Today we are going to do a mind, body, spirit reading. And when I say spirit, it has nothing to do with religion particularly. As we know, religion and spirituality can be two different things. And here we respect all religions and how you practice. So this is going to be an Aries self-check-in. And today we are going to be using the Light Seers Tarot deck. It is one of my favorite decks, along with a few others. So we are going to start. I've pre-shuffled and cleaned all the decks we are going to use today. What is on our mind, Aries? Sometimes I connect with these readings so much in the middle. I'm just like, oh, yeah, note to self. All right, what's going on for our mind? Give me something for Aries. Aries mind. Too many. All right. We have two, so we will take those two. Ace of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. All right. Two more. For our mind, the Nine of Pentacles came out. Nine of Pentacles came out. It is a very independent card. And I totally can connect with that as an Aries. And we have the Ten of Wands in our spirit place. That can be a heavy card. Let's see what else we have going on. Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, Two of Pentacles, Death and Rebirth, the Hermit, Two of Wands. Okay. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I want you to know everything's going to be just fine, Aries. There's divine love at its finest for us, okay? All right, so what we have in the divine position of our mind here, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So this is like beginning and end, right? And this is very materialistic type of thing. So this is like alpha omega of the Pentacles. Looks like we're coming in really hot with a opportunity here. And with the King of Pentacles, it looks like a very stable position for us. Whatever's coming in is going to manifest as something very stable. Okay. And it's going to be, it looks like maybe it's an offer from somebody older than us. Maybe somebody, maybe not just older, but maybe further in their profession. That's kind of giving us like a leg up. Okay. Mentally, that's where we are. And it looks like it has come full circle. Our Four of Pentacles is something that we have been holding on to, something that we've been saving, keeping close to the heart. And the Chariot is going to be like full-on motion of this. Maybe it's something that we've been thinking about for a while. Maybe it's something that we've been building quietly for a while, and it looks like it's moving forward. But this is where we are mentally. Sometimes when we manifest things, it always starts off in our minds. And here, it looks like we can see what's moving forward full circle. We see the beginning, middle, and end of it. And it looks like we're going to see this one all the way through. Especially with the Chariot. You know, two worlds coming together in full-on motion here. Let me get some clarifying cards here. We're going to use the Divine Abundance Oracle. Just give us some messages on where we are mentally. It looks like a good place, and it looks like we have a solid hold on it. Like literally our feet are on the ground with this one, and we thought it out. And we've kept it to ourselves, it looks like, with the Four of Pentacles. All right, perfect. For our mind, we're getting intuition. I mean, is that not more perfect for this mental state? It says, each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what is needed. Again, it seems like mentally we're in a very stable place. And, oftentimes we know what we want internally, as Aries. Sometimes we don't know how to get there. But we know exactly what we want, and sometimes even more importantly, we know exactly what we don't want. Here it looks like it's a material thing that we've had our mind set on, our mind moving forward on. And something that we've been putting ourselves into quietly. But it's like, now's the time. Like, we're pulling the trigger. And if that was a question, I'm like, when? Now. Okay? Use your intuition on that. Okay? Trust yourself. I think sometimes we don't give ourselves enough credit. The world sees us one way, right? We're amazing. We're these fascinating people that always put things into motion, always put things into action. But sometimes we double guess ourselves. And some of our best work is when we just jump in and get things done. And I'm not saying just be reckless. It looks like you've thought this out. But if you're wondering, yes, no, when, yes, and now. We get one more clarifying card for this, because I'm not getting what it is. And now that we've thought this out so thoroughly, and we're moving forward, I'm a little curious. What do we have going on mentally for Aries? Thank you. Wow. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles. This is a very material mindset that we are in right now. But it looks like it's all revolving around our destiny, what we're waiting for, we're wishing for, and the things we've been manifesting. That couldn't be a more beautiful mindset that I'm seeing here for you, Aries. I mean, happiness, abundance from beginning to end in your mental state. Stay your path, okay? As you move forward, use your intuition and let that guide you, as that card said. From moment to moment, sense what's needed. Trust yourself. You've thought this through. This is your sign to stop overthinking and just do it. Okay? We got the King of Cups at the bottom. You got this. Even if it's in an emotional place, it's a solid place for you mentally. So I'm happy for you. The Aries that I'm seeing here, you got this. Moving forward to our body, which is our real self, right? We came out with the 9 of Pentacles, which is a very independent card. This card is like, you know what? I got this. I'm a one-woman, one-man show, and she's happy doing it. It's very like non-dependent type of card where you are physically. And also it looks like here you have the 2 of Pentacles. You're balancing, okay? You're making some decisions, forward facing, And number 13, Death and Rebirth. I don't fear the Death card, and especially with the spread that I'm seeing, this doesn't look like a bad placement, a bad card, okay? Maybe you're starting over, like very physically starting over, starting new, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. There's some decisions, or maybe you're starting over new without the help of others, okay? You're starting over new, very in an independent place, okay? What you're carrying alone, okay? And alone is very different than lonely, okay? I don't see lonely here, okay? I see alone, which is okay. And it looks like you're carrying it well, okay? That saying that's like, just because I carry it well doesn't mean it's heavy. Maybe that's something that you're dealing with here Okay? And I get it if it's heavy. Sometimes you have to make a decision on what you're going to take with you and what you're going to leave behind. But whatever you are doing, you're very sure of. And you can carry it by yourself, okay? It's something you made. That's something that you built, okay? And you have peace here. You see this white bird there? She has peace in this card. Like, you know what? That's what I'm doing. And this is in the physical sense, okay? I'm going to use the divine abundance to give us a little more clarity, a little more direction on where we are with our physical body sense. We do see renewal here. We do see something new. We see independence. And we see some decisions being made. There we go. Worth. You have been worthy to belong to love all along. Without any need to improve, in fact, you are love itself. So worth. Maybe that's going to help you make your decision. Maybe that's something that should help you make your decision. What is it worth? And this is in the physical sense. Okay? Where are you at with this? There's butterflies on this card. All along the outside. That death and rebirth, that's transition. Okay? Caterpillar to butterfly. And maybe you find yourself in a real sense where you can't talk caterpillar talk to butterflies. Okay? So maybe where you are is outgrowing where you've been. Okay? Take that in a real sense. And that's okay to fly alone on this one. Trust yourself in that. Okay? That's going to be something very real for you, for the Aries that I see here, moving forward. Okay? Again, you got this. Now, for our spirit, we have the Ten of Wands. Oftentimes, this card, it can be a very heavy card. This is heavy burdens on us, right? This is what we're feeling spiritually, which is a little different than our mental state. You can feel something spiritual without thinking twice about it, okay? But here, these lights along this path have been lit. This Aries that I'm seeing might carry a heavy burden, but they've been enlightened through this process, okay? And maybe that's going to create a lot of change for you. But we got the Hermit here and the Two of Wands. So the Hermit is a card of solitude. Okay. Again, not surprising after I see the Independence and that Nine of Pentacles. But here spiritually, and this is a very spiritual card. Okay. This is going within. This is digging deep in your inner self. Okay, this is intuition. Okay? So where you're going on this enlightened journey is somewhere that maybe you haven't already been. You're going to get there first mentally and spiritually before you arrive there in real life, in real time. And there's some work that needs to be done there. Okay? Take some time for you. One thing I know about us Aries is that we need to recharge. We're always so busy, we're always so on the go, and we're many things to many people at the same time. So recharge your batteries. You cannot pour from an empty cup, right? And usually we have a lot of people that depend on us in ways that sometimes we don't even know. So as you're carrying this heavy load and you've been enlightened and you're spending time working on yourself, it looks like you're also physically moving forward, especially when it comes to where you are mentally, spiritually. That does have a path where it intersects with each other. And you look like you are moving forward, right? But you have a plan. Spiritually, you're like, okay, something's behind me. Whenever you've experienced on that enlightenment, there's something behind you, but there's also something that you're choosing to carry moving forward. Only you really know what that is. And maybe you do know what that is. I do want to clarify this. Where you are spiritually. Your enlightenment. The time you're taking on yourself, or should be. The Lovers. Now this is partnership. Okay. And what I see here, this is a good thing. Are we in love, Aries? It's a lot of passion in this card. A soul's journey does cross paths with another. And sometimes that journey changes us in ways that we can't return from. But if you can experience true love on a spiritual level, because this is in your row of spirituality, then enjoy it, experience it, right? Live there. Exchange that energy. Make sure it's healthy, right? We have little control of anything outside of us. So that connection is something you have to make sure is good for you. Alright, give me a little bit on this. Oh, asking you shall receive, right? Alright. We got clearing. As true offerings arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine, to God's, God's, God's. Such freedom. Boy, that wasn't spirituality at its best. Again, when we mention God, it's whatever God you believe in, right? We have that respect here. So sometimes the mine, like we know it all, we got it, we know this. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes what we want and what God has planned for us are two different things. Sometimes we have to be enlightened to understand so we can get there. But clearing is never a bad thing, especially through independence, the death and rebirth that I see, just tying your mind, body, and soul together. You have a plan that you've thought of from beginning to end. And maybe it's all been in your head this whole time, but it looks like now's the time you're moving forward. Independently, in a new start, in a new way, with some decisions that need to be made. Now, which direction are you going to head in? And if you don't know yet, use that intuition. Talk to a loved one. They might have answers that you seek that fits exactly into your plan. And always know your worth, Aries. Because we know as Aries, we're worth it. I'm going to pull one last card to just wrap this up and tie your mind, body, and spirit readings all together. And this is our Soulful Affirmations cards. Give me one for Aries that concludes their mind, body, and spirit together. Not too many. So many. Just give me one. Alright. We have awaken. It can be so easy to fall into a routine, a predictable earthly pattern, without ever giving thought to who we truly are, to the essence of our beings. Until one day, amidst the noise, you feel it deep within, and then everything clicks. Ancient wisdom, a powerful remembering, arises deep within your bones. Every cell in your body aligns to allow you to remember who you once were, who you can be, and how this shapes who you are now. Arrive, my dear, you have awakened. Okay, we'll take that. Good luck to this Aries that I see out there. Use your intuition. You have more than what you need. I'll see you soon. Bye.